Hi guys, today we'll be looking at the medic class for Evolve. This is my first proper go of the game with a hunter class. At the beginning of the game you start off doing a tutorial for the monster Goliath, and then you can go on to do the tutorials for the hunters, but I just kind of skipped through that because I had a friend who wanted to play and had already done the tutorials, so I thought I'd just try and pick it up as a go. But I'd recommend either doing the tutorials or at least do like the offline stuff with the hunters, or at least one of the hunters first of all, because it can be a little bit confusing, because if you don't know what does what, it kind of, and the buttons kind of do take a little while to pick up. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner there, you've got the four sort of weapons and bits that you're going to be using. So like you've got the triangle buttons for the sort of sniper rifle thing that targets whatever you shoot, so it like paints a little target on them. And then you've got the next one, the R1 button, which is the one on the right, is the thing that heals. It's like a mist around you that heals you and your allies. Then the one at the bottom, which is the circle button, is for the health ray gun. And then the left hand one is your tranquilizer gun. So it can get quite intense at times when there's a battle going on and you're trying to slow down the monster, and you're also trying to heal with the ray gun for one person getting from far away, and then also trying to heal everybody. Like once you've kind of healed that one person, the Goliath might jump, take the other two people and start damaging them who are close by us, and then trying to use your area heal move, which is that R1 button. And then to use once you've pressed the button there to set from the area health refill thing, the other three to use them is the L2 to aim and R2 to shoot. So even with the ray gun you've got to do that as well, that medic gun. So it can get a little bit confusing at first with the controls, and then you've got like hold X to tap X to jump and hold X to use your jetpack. Then you've got like the L2 to climb as well, and to like pull yourself up when you're towards the top of of the rocks. So first of all, the buttons, the controls are quite daunting, and unless you do the tutorials and maybe the couple of rounds of the solo offline stuff, it's going to take you probably a good 3 or 4 rounds, I would have thought, to pick it up like till you're comfortable with it, where it's just happening naturally. Some people will probably pick it up faster than others, but it took me about 2 or 3 goes with this medic. That's what I used the first 3 goes that I had of this game, just using the medic. And then once you're used to that one, I kind of moved on to the support class. I've got some videos of that, and I had one go of the assault and one go of the what's it called, the trapper. So I'm still kind of a little bit to learn with them, because they are kind of different. Obviously they've got different things that they do and that, but the controls are kind of similar, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like you're switching with the same buttons. So once you get to kind of know that, circle button does this and triangle does that, it switches to this thing, you're kind of a bit more comfortable when you use the other classes as well. And another thing, because obviously I didn't do the tutorial, which probably would have been pointed out to me, is by pressing R3 you do a little dot wherever your crosshair, or wherever you're facing. So say for instance the monster's in the distance and you want to alert everybody to where the monster is. If you press the R3 button, you can press it multiple times or just once or whatever, and if you actually get the the crosshair exactly on the monster, it will go red. If it's quite close, it's orange, and if it doesn't touch any wildlife or anything like that, it's just yellow. So you can use it as a way of like telling people which way you want to go. So if you point it in one direction and keep pressing it, then you kind of wanting everyone else in your group to kind of go that way. So yeah, I mean it's pretty straightforward once you kind of get the controls down, which probably should have done the tutorials really. But yeah, just remember R3. You can press that multiple times to target things or to show people which way you want to go, and it comes in really handy, especially in groups that don't have mics and stuff, which I haven't really found to be necessary, like to the point that I thought it would be. I thought you'd kind of have to have mics to be able to play this game, but in every match that I did last night there was no one talking. So and we still did fine. You know, as long as you all stick together and everyone does their jobs properly, or at least try to do their jobs as best as they can, and you find that monster before it gets to the third evolve, then most of the time you kind of okay. I mean, it's like 50-50 between wins and losing to the monster, so it seems pretty balanced. So yeah, I mean, as you can see from this video, is most of it is like going to be cat and mouse kind of thing. You're kind of looking for the monster pretty much the whole time. Once it gets to the third evolved state, then the hunted then becomes the hunter really, because they can either come after you and just take you out one by one or as a group. As long as they've got full armor and they're in their third evolved state, you pretty much gonna lose really. That's what I found last night. It was kind of close a couple of times, but and I think we actually did win one, but once it gets to that kind of state, then it's kind of pretty much game over, and they can go after the relay as well. So that was my first go as a medic, or even as a hunter at all in this game. So thanks for watching, guys. I've got more videos coming. Bye.